The issue of campaign finance reform has been around for decades. There's been an ever-growing concern with just how money flows in politics and the different influences that are at play, and I think people just generally feel like the system's broken. A study came out from the same institute, Ceylan Institute, that the way that money flows in Seattle is that candidates typically spend most of their time dialing for dollars and not talking to voters. That really, in order to win, you have to raise a lot of money and you have to spend a lot of time talking to people who will give you money. The democracy voucher idea was something that had never been tried before. The concept of the democracy vouchers is twofold. It's really about putting the power back in the hands of people. So I'm a voter. I get 4 $25 vouchers in the beginning of the year. That now makes me a donor. I'm not just a voter, but I'm now a donor. So I have 4 vouchers that I can give to any candidate of my choosing. I can give them all, or I can give one. And so that will also incentivize candidates to come talk to me at the door, because if they can come and talk to me about the issues I care about and make a compelling case for why I should support them, I can give them these vouchers that I didn't have before. It will allow candidates who who don't have like a strong donor base to become more viable to run a competitive race. I think that's the other thing we see is that in cities where you don't have any kind of public campaign financing, you have a lot of similar people who are tied to money or have a lot of donors in their networks getting elected to office. You don't see a lot of community representation. And we made a commitment early on that we wanted to really elevate communities of color, young people, women, folks who don't feel like they have access to the system. We had a short timeline on this. I mean, really, at the end of the day, we had 5 weeks to get it on the ballot, and we had to raise money to do that. We were fortunate enough to have additional funding come in to help support field efforts for organizations to go out and talk to their community members in culturally appropriate languages, to have community forums. We went into Election Day hopeful, thinking if we're going to win by a small margin. And the results came out, and we came out with a strong 63%, I think, in the first reading, and we just freaked out. It was amazing. I started crying, other people started crying. We were just like, I can't believe, A, that we won, and B, that we won by such a strong margin.